What's up, guys? I'm back. I'm back here in a video today. Okay, folks. So I'm back here in a video today, obviously. So right now, I'm going to be doing some an album review for some metal music and stuff. And wow, folks. So so today I'm going to be reviewing some Chuck Schuldiner band, also known as Death, obviously, and stuff. And the album I got here that I'm gonna be reviewing is Spiritual Healing, the 1990 album and stuff. And wow, folks. So yeah, and stuff. So with this band Death, like they obviously need no introduction. Like obviously, part of like Florida death metal and all of that stuff, and obviously just like a legendary, just band, obviously, and wow, folks, this is scary. Okay, folks. So I'm trying to find websites here and stuff like wino, folks. So if we look at um lineup for this album, we obviously have Chuck Schuldiner on vocals and guitar too, obviously. But for the other guitar player, we got there's James Murphy on this album, which like this album was released 1990, and James Murphy was with this other band Obituary, who are also part of Florida death metal, and they had an album Cause of Death that was also released in 1990. So like yeah, and stuff. So this James Murphy guy on guitar was part of two albums with two legendary Florida death metal bands in 1 year. So yeah, and stuff. We also got Terry Butler on as the bass player, and Bill Andrews on drums and stuff. And yeah, and stuff. So that's the lineup for this album and stuff. Like, wow, folks. This is great. This is great. Okay, folks. So, like, I'm obviously trying to like find websites. Obviously, like, wow, folks. So if we look at the track list here, um, like wow, folks, it is looking like there's a total of 8 tracks on this album and stuff. Like wow, folks, and the longest song off this album is the song "Spiritual Healing" at at almost 8 minutes long. So like wow, folks, this is just great. Okay, folks. So there's that stuff, and now it's time to go over my thoughts and what I think of this album in terms of like music style and just overall what I think and stuff. So like this is obviously the third album and stuff, and wow, folks, and in terms of this album, it's like it's mixed with like the old school death metal sound at the time, mixed with some. I don't want to say like it's like a full prog death album, but there's um mixed with there are some progressive elements in on this album and stuff. Like I'm obviously not saying it's like a progressive death metal album. Like to me, it's like mixed between that old school death metal sound around this time, mixed with like some of the mixed with some progressive elements and stuff like Wino Folks and just like in terms of some of the riffs, like I noticed like some of these a good amount of these riffs are like slow paced and like kind of like I don't want to say doom metal elements in terms of some of these riffs, but like there's like heavier but there's like a heavy sound to the music obviously and just like heavy riffs and that stuff and yeah, and stuff and one folks. So that's what I noticed in terms of like musical standpoint and like there's really not much I can necessarily say like I dislike this album obviously because like it's still like a great album but it's in the middle between two classic albums in Leprosy and Human and stuff like it's this album is in the middle of like those two albums so like I don't want to say this album is underrated because it's not, like one folks. And in terms of lyrical standpoint, like the lyrical content on this album is completely different from the first two albums, obviously, or like it's more like social like world like social issues or whatever, like I know it's stuff in terms of abortion and religion and just other things. Oh, like wino folks. Disagree. Disagree. Okay, folks. So, like, I'm trying to find websites, obviously, but like, there's not much and stuff, and like, yeah, and stuff. So overall, some of my favorite songs off this album, like some of my favorites are "Altering the Future" and "Within the Mind" and stuff like. Wino folks. Disagree. Okay, folks. So there's really not much left for me to say right now. Like, there's not much left for me to say right now, and I'm going to end today's video off right now and stuff. And I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. And peace out, everybody.